Hey guys, it's Amy with Aim to Plan, and today I thought I would do something a little bit different. I am walking you through my office space at work. We are finishing out the semester, and I thought it would just kind of be fun, a little bit of a break for me from grading, but also just a fun video to record for you, walking you through how I have my work office set up. So if you want to see what this is all about, just stay tuned. Okay, I am standing right at my door. Wanted to give you a kind of quick look of my space. And we'll get into the nitty gritty in just a minute. But I do have, as you can see here, a desk and two bookshelves. All of the seats. And then I'm just spinning around. Actually, let me go up a little bit. Got artwork. And then I have my little station of like calendars and post-its and all that. A computer display. And then that's the door. So yeah, this is a quick pan. We'll dive into looking into some of the drawers and some of the things. I'm trying not to be too fast with this either. But yeah, this is my office. Okay, I'm just gonna start right here just because I'm like standing right next to it. You saw in the pan that I also have a set of 4 on the other wall as well. These are 12 by 12 scrapbook. They're actually meant to be like album frames, but I took a 12 by 12 calendar and cut out the calendar pieces, just like the top part of it, not the calendar side, like basically the back side of it is the calendar, and you can still see like the nail hole in it, and I just put it as artwork. So again, I do have it on the other side as well. I just loved the colors of this calendar and purchased it specifically to have it as artwork. So that is one wall. I'm gonna swing over here. This is just gonna be a quick pan of my bookshelves, at least this right hand side, but I have some deco at the very top. There's a photo right there of some students. And then I have my collection. This was purchased by my nephew. He purchased me the 5 Inside Out figures. It's one of my favorite Disney movies, and so he purchased, I think, all 5 of them. He being my sister. My sister purchased it and put his name on the gift when he was much younger. And then of course I am a professor in psychology, so I have all of my psychology books, and I'll just quickly skim through all of this. Have a wedding photo right here, but otherwise it's just textbooks. Right? I do also have my work bag right here. So this bag is one that I carry back and forth between work and home. It has my planner, my laptop, all the supplies that I need, just back and forth. So I love this bag. I might do a separate video just kind of digging into it, but I'm going to spin around slowly, hopefully not making you dizzy, and just show you that every day I basically come in, sit down here, and stick out my planner and my laptop, and of course I have the cords and stuff like that. I haven't hooked it up yet, and then I pour myself a cup of coffee and I just sit down and get to work. So that's how it goes. And then from my desk, when I sit down, this is my view, just like that. So you can kind of see what that looks like. All right, and so here's another picture, and then here are the other 4. And I have one more, well actually it's three more pictures, but these were the ones that I just liked the most, just in terms of color and the Bible verse. So I stuck those in there. All right, so let's slowly go over here to this other bookshelf, and then we're gonna dig into the desk and things like that. On this bookshelf, let me make my way over there. What I have is, at the very top, some more deco, right? So I have just a random box that I've got, and then this vase, and then my degree. Then I also have, again, more deco. I have a couple of like study books right here of a painting that a former student of mine painted for me, and then several like books. These are actual like novels, things like that, or they might not all be novels. There might be some memoirs in there, but those are things that I'm just kind of reading through for work. And then this shelf of course has more deco, and then just all the books. So going down here, it's just books, books, books. These are there are of course some psychology books, but most of these are like not psychology related, on this shelf at least. And then down here I've got like a little container. These jars I purchased a long time ago, but I put like pins, push pins, paper clips, things like that in those jars. Just I thought that was cuter than just putting it in a regular jar. And then I have my bill organizer here, which I've never used for anything. I just really liked it. I picked it up at the thrift store. It's meant to like sort things by day, so you can put, it goes 1 through 31, and then there's an extra day right here that's a plus sign, and then there's 2 drawers to just store things in. I just never have really used it. I did try to use it, but I haven't really, so it just sits here as deco. And then at the bottom, this is a big change that I made just a couple of months ago. I decided to move all of my music here, and so all of my music is here instead of at home. It was just easier for me to access it here, and just be able to like store it vertically, and be able to see everything a little bit easier than to dig it out of the boxes. So this basically, moving it here, got rid of 2 boxes for me at my house, so I really appreciate that. And then here on the side is just like a bag, you can see that, and it has like decor, like seasonal stuff, so you can kind of see it picking up. This is like a Valentine's Day wreath, and I just use those things to hang on my door. So yeah, those are the 2 bookshelves, and now we're gonna like come back around and look at some of the drawers. Okay, there's really nothing too fabulous about the top of this desk. This is the desktop that sits between the 2 bookshelves. It just has like some supplies, things like that. Sometimes when I'm super busy, I do use this space right here to store papers and just put out things so I can kind of see it during the day. I do go into work every day with the goal of clearing out my desk. So this desktop, as well as the desktop where I sit and have my computer, I try to clear that out every single day. And so it's just mostly just like obviously my phone, and then just like random supplies, office supplies that I need. And of course, have to have my deco here, so that's that. So going down, let's just take a look at some of these drawers. Let's pull this set of drawers here. So this is just basically sticky notes and some paper in the back. That's pretty much it. And this drawer is a crazy drawer of just like all the random office supplies, mostly pens and pencils, but then I have tape in the back here. There's more paper clips, things like that. There's, I know in the very back there's staples, just like random office supplies. And then this last drawer is going to be like random cords and stuff. Yep, and batteries. Just random. It's quite bare, as you can see there, so that's in there. Okay, and then this desk, just to kind of talk about it, this was actually part of my the desk where I sit and have my computer. It was one of those L-shaped desks, but I did take it apart and just wanted, I don't know, I didn't want an L-shaped desk. I wanted it, as you saw it at the very beginning, I wanted it to be like where I just had a single piece or a single desk. And so I took this piece, the L of the L-shaped desk, and I ended up like, it only has like the one leg, as you can see here. So I ended up putting this filing cabinet here, and it worked out perfectly. It's the perfect height for it, so I thought it was just meant to be. It's just sitting right on top of it, and so it gives me basically like the same amount of counter space, in fact just a little bit more counter space, to have this be separated, and I just like it like that. I just visually just find it more appealing, right? And so in this drawer, I'll just pull it open so you can see it, but basically it's like student files. There's nothing you can see like in terms of names, but these are all the student files that I have just going on. I do try to go in there and purge, but I definitely need to do that. I need to like go through this summer and probably purge some of these things. And then down here is just office supplies. So I have a bunch of hanging folders in this drawer as well as in this drawer. So all these hanging folders basically sort out all my stuff. So there's paper, there's lots of paper, these are like dividers, and then these are dividers with pockets, and then more dividers. These are the plastic dividers, tab dividers, and then I have a bunch of folders. This is just office supplies. So all folders, and then I have sheet protectors of all sorts. These are all sheet protectors. And then in the back, I have manila folders. Are these manila folders? I don't know what they're called. I think they're called manila folders. But anyway, whatever these file folders are called. And that goes pretty much all the way into the very, very back, and that's the back of it. All right, so that's office supplies, basically. All right, get that closed up. And now we're gonna spin around and talk about my main desk. Okay, so before I guess I move to my desk, I am going to basically swing around here. You can see here's the filing cabinet I just covered, and then my music. And if I swing around here, you can see all these cords. There was really no way for me to make it look pretty. I really could like cover it up with one of those like rubber pieces, but I didn't have that. And also I need to access this every day to plug in my laptop. So I have my space heater just because sometimes it gets really cold in here, sometimes it gets really hot. I just want to be able to control my own temperature, so I have that there for me. And then I swing around, as you can see here, And then we have our desk. And so my desk normally has, again, I try to keep it clear. At the end of the day, I try to clear off this entire desktop. I don't like to leave papers out just for privacy reasons, but also I just don't like to have my desk be cluttered. So normally what I have at my desk every day is going to be on my laptop and my planner and then a cup of coffee. And so those are the three items. Every once in a while, if I'm working on a big project that I need to spread out papers for, I'll put the papers out here or on the back desk like I showed you before, but normally it just looks like this, so it's nice and clean and visually like uncluttered. And so I can sit right here. I am sitting right now, and from sitting right here I can look up and basically see this section, and so this section I don't actually use it. I used to use it a lot more, but I would put my calendar or like my schedule right here. It is one of those like days of the week kind of calendars, and then I have a sticky note board that I made a long time ago that I moved here just because it's a lot of sticky notes at my house. So I have a whole drawer of sticky notes, so like moving some of them here allowed me to use them. So I do use them. I just used to write my to-do list on there, but I decided to go ahead and pull those all off and stick them in my planner. But I do every once in a while walk over there and just grab a sticky note. I also have sticky notes in my drawer, so I could just get my sticky notes from there. And then this display right here, I turned it off for this video, but normally I have my schedule, and so I might do a separate video just kind of setting up like this, like show you how to set it up. But basically I have my schedule. It's just a running schedule. Like it shows me like the today's schedule as well, basically any future events. So like whatever time it is, it'll show me all the events from that point for the rest of the day, as well as the next couple of days worth of events. And so I love using that. It's connected to my Google Calendar. Again, I might do a separate video just kind of talking about that, but I turned it off just because there were some personal dates on there, so I didn't want to have that pop up, right? And so I'll go over there and show you underneath here, there's a drawer underneath the pencils that I'll show you in a minute. But let's go down here to my desk and show you what's here. Right, hopefully this video is not making you dizzy, but underneath, of course, I have like all my leg room, so all the space down here for my leg room. This is where the tower goes, but like we have moved away from using like PC towers, and so like it's just empty space right now. And so on this desk there is, oh, and I guess I'll go back here. This is where the L, like that back desk area, it came out like right here. And so I just took it apart and put the other part of it on my back walls to use that as a separate thing on top of the filing cabinet. So I have a set of drawers right here. These are not organized really all that well, but I'll just show you what it looks like. This is meant to be a filing drawer. So this one I lost, I never received the key for it, so I didn't want to put student files in here, but that's what should go in here. But what I do have in here is just basically random like stuff, like just these are like all the tabs for hanging file folders, which I don't use those. So I just have them in a bag, and then I have like some random other like, they're actually things I probably should sort through. It's just like random paperwork that couldn't fit into the filing cabinet, but these were like the things that were not student related. These were like my personal, not my personal files, but like work files for me that didn't have student names on it. So I stuck them in this drawer, and again, I need to go through that. I definitely need to go through that and just kind of clean it out and figure out what to do with it. And this drawer on the bottom is like a little bit smaller, but again, it's just random stuff. This is actually stuff I haven't sorted through, so like these should go into that bag that's on top here. These should go in that bag on top, and then I have random papers here, some more filing things. Here's some paper clips that should go into the back drawer. So again, this drawer is really empty. Sorry, not really empty, it's really full, but it's full of random stuff. And so these two drawers I do need to clean out. These are not organized at all. Right, so that's what is in those two drawers. Again, I don't have the key for this, so it's stuff that, like, if someone broke in to my office, it would be stuff that I don't have just hanging out. My black filing cabinet that I showed you earlier, that is something that I can lock, because that's my filing cabinet that I brought from home, and so I'm able to lock that up. So I'm gonna walk over here. I have these lamps. These lamps came from IKEA, and I do have them. Let me spin around again. Hopefully this is not making you dizzy. But I have these two lamps, this one right here and this one right here. These two lamps are from IKEA. I use it every once in a while just for mood lighting, just to like not have the bright white light. Right, and so this is the final thing that I'll show you today with this work office tour, is this shelf. This shelf is a recent acquisition. We, of course, like I have to use office furniture that is like donated to me. I came in with some stuff donated. Of course, I brought my own stuff in as well, but I didn't want to purchase like office furniture, so I just kind of took whatever was given to me. And so this is one of those things. This was a shelving unit that was sitting in a like a common space, our conference space, in our office suite, and because of the way that like they purchased like new furniture for that, this wouldn't fit in there, so I took it just to store some stuff. So this top shelf is like cups, and then I have my coffee right here, and then like some punches. You can see the back in the back my Happy Planner punch, as well as just a regular 3-hole punch. And then here is just pencils. These two, like this right here, is a collection of pencils in a like really nice drawer that a student made for me. It's like a vase that she made for me. It's super cute. I just love it. And store some of my pencils in there, and then this box is full of pencils. Of course, I have my pencil sharpener that's plugged in the back, and then down here is this drawer, and this is why I picked it up. I just thought this would be a nice place to store some of these things. And it's pretty straightforward. It's just like, again, more office supplies, but I've got like composition notebooks right here and like spirals, but basically spirals and composition notebooks, and more spirals right here. A couple of empty folders, which these were the prong folders, so I separated them from the other folders that were in the drawer. And then down here is just all empty binders, and so these are all like 3-ring binders that are empty. Some of them are photo albums, so like this one is actually supposed to be a photo album, but I thought that, you know, I would just store them here just to, you know, I could like Mod Podge it or like cover it up and just use it as binders at some point in life. I don't know that I need this many binders, but you know, I have them. So yeah, that's what's in this drawer. So again, just closing this up, and we'll do one final pan just so you can see everything. All right, we'll start right here with the door. Again, like I have my sticky note board and some other stuff, and then like photos, and then this shelving cabinet right here. And then I'm standing right by my door right now and panning around so you can kind of see my layout of my work office. So yeah, I thought this would be a little bit of a different video, so I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't done so already, subscribe to my channel, and until the next video, bye guys.